Oh, so beautiful today. It basically all the buds just open up all at once. So I think it'll be a good opportunity to talk about this rose. It's a David Austin Queen of Sweden. So right now it is actually as its second flush, and it has my spring flush pretty well this year. This is the third year that I planted from en route, and you can see it is not a very bushy rose. It's more like those very upright and narrow type of a rose. So if you want to plant it at the small space, it will be a good one, like a narrow strip of place. It will be a good one. Now this rose is a little bit tricky to grow. So why do I say that? So when I first grow it, it actually grow very tall for me. Like I would say it go all the way up to 5 feet for me. So what I did at that time is I chop it down because I don't want it to. I didn't mean to grow it at this location as a, how should I say, as a climber, and it want to grow so tall. So at that time, what I was doing is I actually cut it down pretty like half of its length. So I cut it down to 2.5 feet, and of course it still want to grow up, and I keep cutting it back to 2.5 feet. And after a few prune, and it will just remain at this height. So it has been at this height for me the entire last year, and of course this year is still doing the same thing, and it finally bloomed very well for me this year. So right now it's hot, but it's not hot. So at this spot they actually will get some afternoon shade because of the huge magnolia tree right here will give it some shade. I think this rose will do well in the south if you have some afternoon shade to it, because otherwise it will be spent pretty fast. Like this is actually a 3 years old bloom, which is not too bad because it's still there. It just faded. This is the 2 years old bloom. Still a very nice baby. It's kind of like soft baby pink. But when it first opened up, this is how gorgeous it looks like. Right? I mean, just look at that color. And I understand why people love Queen of Sweden a lot, because it is a very beautiful color, very beautiful shape, form. But it doesn't really have much fragrance to me. No, there's no much of fragrance at all for me. And in terms of health, it's not bad. It's not very bushy for me, but it's not bad at all. I mean, look at that. This is a new one. No, this is the old one. It do get black spots, but you just pull it off, and then it will just fertilize it, and then it will just grow back really fast. So it's not really that big of a deal, but it does get black spot in the south. And so there you have it. This is Queens of Sweden from David Austin.